Maseches Beitzah Daf Lamed Gimel. Rashi explains that is issur to make a bonfire by preparing the wood mimata lamala is only like the Manda Omar. The Dovashin miskavein also, however, the Manda Omar Dovashin miskavein's mutter. Since when you're making the bonfire, you don't have in mind to make a oil, so therefore there's no issur of making oil bochlin. However, Tosfos disagrees that the whole halacha of Dovashin miskavein's mutter is only when you don't have intention to do the act. That's considered malacha. However, over here, when you have in mind to make the binyan that's considered oil, it's issur and doesn't have a halacha of Dovashin miskavein. And the Chonim that asked that typically that should be a psik reisha, the Tosfos Shabbos learns, like it's mavur in the Magen Mishnah, that when you make a kli, you need specific kavanah to have halacha, like making a kli, and it's not enough. In miskavein with the psik reisha. However, the Beis Meir learns that the understanding is that since over here making oils only is a drabanan, that's a trumzdeshen's mavur, that is a drabanan is no issur psik reisha. The Beis Halevi points out that you see from here a tremendous machlokes Rashi and Tosfos in the Geder of the halacha of Dovashin miskavein. That Rashi learns, since you don't have intention to make an oil, even though you're making a binyan which is technically oil, since you don't have on mind to make oil, it's halacha of miskavein. However, Tosfos learns only when there's two independent ma'asim, like when you're dragging a bench, and through the dragging of the bench it comes a hole, that's considered miskavein. However, when you have in mind to do this ma'isa, which has a halacha of oil, it's not considered miskavein. And basically it says that Rashi and Tosfos l'shitasim b'churis daf chavhei by goyish de cyrus, since you only have in mind for isik ziza just to misaken the behemoth, Rashi holds it in miskavein. However, Tosfos says since you have in mind to cut the cyrus, it's considered a miskavein. And basically asked that Sorchim from the Gemara in Shabbos Daf Lamed Aleph, Moichik, Sus, Moichik, Kedarkon, they sell begotten that are shanas and they put it on themselves. Since they're not miskavein fanos levisha, it's considered a miskavein. And the Beis Levi, it says it's tzorchin according to Tosfos, since they have in mind to put on the beged, why is it considered a miskavein? So he says the answer is since you need intention for hanos levisha, which is hanodim and mela, and it's not mamish the levisha itself, therefore it's considered a miskavein. Moving from the Mishnah says, you can't make a new fire on Yontiv, even for tzorech nefesh. The Gemara on Beis says the reason is because it's moiled, although it's muta havor l'tzorech nefesh, to make a new fire is also because of moiled. The Rambam learns because the whole heter of Havor Tzorech Nefesh is on an eish that's mitzuya. However, to make a new fire is also, and you should have prepared the fire before Yontif. The Ravid asked that Tzorchin, why did the Rambam have to Meirich to explain the reason why? It's also, the Gemara says clearly the reason is because of Moiled. There's a tremendous discussion in the Meforshim understanding of the Rambam and the Iker understanding our Sugya. And B'emes Shlomo Zalman, when he was a young man, in Shnaf's Tafresh Sadidalit in the 1930s, he wrote his first Sefer Moiri Eish on our sugya about what's the halacha of making a fire on Yontif, and it was Negeya, the shaila of making a new electricity. Could you turn on electricity on Yontif? Now it's well understood that it's awesome. However, it was a tremendous discussion in his time. And Shlomo Zalman writes that there's two mahalchim in Meforshim and Das Rambam. The Taz is Meich b'Das Rambam, And he explains the pashtus is that the issur according to Rambam is that's machshir eichel nefesh, to light a fire is machshirim of eichel nefesh, and since you should have prepared it before Yontif, therefore it's also. However, yes, that's tzarichin according to the Ran that says that if you light a fire to mischamim, to heat oneself up, it's not machshir eichel nefesh itself. So in such a situation, you shouldn't say that it's efshim Yontif, it's also. So the Taz learns understanding of the Rambam is that only a fire that's existing and you be misakin it, you misakin the meichel, it's mutar tzarich eichel nefesh. However, to make a yesh me'ayin is also and doesn't have the head of eichel nefesh. The Achronim asks it's tzarich in tuvo. What's the understanding why specifically to make it of a chodesh? It's also about kaponim. That's what's before. According to this mahalach in the Rambam. And the Meiri's Mavur, a different mahalach, he learns himself that the issur is to make it of a chodesh, but he learns das Rambam that the issur is because you should have made it before Yontif, and he asks, it's tzarichin according to the Rambam, that the issur is you should have prepared the fire before Yontif. That's tzarichin from the Gemara that says the issur is because of moiled. So Shlomo Zalman says, according to the mahalach of the Meiri b'das Rambam, that the issur is because you should have made the fire before Yontif, so therefore electricity as well, you should have turned on the electricity before Yontif, even if you could say that because it's very expensive or for a technical reason you couldn't have turned on the electricity before Yontif. Nevertheless, it's still also Chazal not mechalik, since the Geder is they should have prepared it before Yontif. The fact that technically you have a problem to turn the electricity before Yontif is not going to be matter. However, according to the mahalach of the Tas, that the issur of the issur, the das Rambam is because you're making a davar chodesh, making a new fire. There's the issur of moiled on Yontif. So the das of the Aruch HaShulchan is that it's mutter because by electricity you're not making a davar chodesh. You're just connecting the electric force to your oven, to your device. That's not considered issur moiled. However, Rav the Poskim disagreed with the Aruch HaShulchan. The Arsameach and Chaim Oizer, Moshe Feinstein, many other Achronim disagreed and said considered moiled even the Das HaTaz because only with connecting the electric current does it bring electric current to your house, and it's considered moiled, and it's also even according to the Das HaTaz, Ayin Shama tremendous arichas about the Shiloh. The Maggid Mishnah learns that if you're over and you lit a fire, on the Yontif it's mutter to have enough in the fire. The Mekevus Mishnah explains the reason why it's mutter is because fire, every rega, is a new koyach like before in the Gemara and Brachas, and therefore, although at the time you lit the fire was the issur, the second koyach is not less from the first koyach, and therefore it's mutter. However, the Taz disagrees and says that b'diavad it's also ein bi'alocha that writes more poskim hold that's mutter b'diavad. And Sefer Shmir Shabbos Kilchosa writes that Shlomo Zalman said that according to Mekevus Mishnah, it could be specifically a fire is mutter because the second koyach is not milesa from the first koyach and doesn't have halacha of a maisa that's also on Yontif. However, by electricity, it's all one current, and it's not a second current that comes a second. So therefore, it could be it's also b'diavad even according to Das Maggid Mishnah. Moving further, the Gemara says, "Oichli behema ein b'mishum tikun kli," and it's safe from Melechas Yontif. From the Moshe, it's a tremendous kasha on that. That's mavur on Shabbos. Hey, they're making givin, they're making cheese. It's also because of boina. So yes, if that's the case in tzarichin, why is there an issur of making cheese? It's oichli behema, and who are the oichlim of a person doesn't have an issur of tikun kli. Ein Shin le'el daf chav ches du meich from Beitzah Zilberstein these shaylas. Ein Sefer Peris Teina that the issur of the heter now sugi is because it's not the derech to make a kli. However, cheese, it's as normal to make a kli, to make vina with cheese, and therefore it is also, and it's b'chal melachas boina.